Hello guys! My name is Greg and in this tutorial I'll show you how to make an interactable environment. By the end of this video I'll make doors on my level fully functional. Also, I'll show you how you can highlight elements on your level. In this video I am using the project I've made in my previous tutorial. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And now, let's begin! First thing first, I want to create player interact controller. So we have camera here, we recast forward, we check if we hit something, and we interact with this if it is interactable. Simple enough. In interactable script we have pretty simple code. We want to debug something to the console, and we will call Unity event on interacted. Okay, here is a cool part. In editor this Unity event class creates something like this. So using this Unity event we can modify our behavior from the editor, not from code. It's like super useful. Let's add player interact controller to our player. And also let's assign camera value. Also for now let's set interactable to our door. We have a debug there, so we'll see if we hit the target or not. So I'm pressing F and I can see that we have hit debug in our console. Let's actually create something interactable. Let's create door behavior now. How doors are working. There is an open state and there is a closed state. For now, let's make it simple. We'll just assign needed rotation. Let's assign our angles. Okay, and now comes the cool part. We can just drag and drop our script to the event and select what function will be called. Okay, looks like our door is switching its state, but let's add some animations. And it is rotating, but it's so slow. Okay, let me change rotation speed here. And yeah, that looks much better. We have fully functional door here. Okay, I've modeled the building overnight. Let's set some interactions here. So for example, I have this double door here. I've just added both doors to the interactable script. Okay, let's make something interesting here. I want this door to be opened by the button on the reception. Let's create the button and that interactable script here. Okay, let's remove interactable from the door. We don't want the door to be opened just by interacting with the door. And let's drop it to our button interactable. Okay, I just cannot hit the button. Let's quickly add aim dot here. Let me open the player prefab. I'll create canvas, and in this canvas I'll simply create small image in the center of the screen. It's so much better. Okay, let's check the button. And look, it's working. We have two features to implement here. First thing, I want to add some distance here. I don't want player to be able to open doors across the map. So basically we will limit how far we can hit our interactable. Second thing is more complicated. I want our interactable to be highlighted when they're aimed. So what we want to do here, we want to continuously recast and check if we hit some interactable. Okay, let me add set selected function to the interactable script, and we'll call this function if we are aiming at something. And when F button is hit, I'll just call interact function on the interactable we are looking at. Okay, here's the tricky part. I have this script called outline, which actually enables outline. Outlines is a huge and very complicated part I won't get into today. If you want to know more about outlines, let me know in the comments. I'll show you how you can implement outline in your game. Okay, let's set outline scripts to our interactables. Here's a cool thing. By right-clicking the script, you can select Find Reference in Scene menu, and it will show you objects which have reference to the script. It's so useful in huge buildings like this, where there's a lot of game objects. Let's quickly add outline script to our object and assign outline field in interactable scripts. Okay, let's check it. So when we are aiming at something, it's highlighted. Also, this door is interactable, but because we are far enough, it is not highlighted. But when we get closer, it actually becomes available to interact with. Okay, here is this bug which drives me nuts. When our camera falls through the walls, it just makes the experience so much worse. Let's quickly fix this. I'll create the script called camera hand. So, how it is working? I've moved the player camera in another container, and now we'll recast from the container to the camera and check if our physics hit something. If we hit something, we'll just move camera closer to the player, otherwise we'll move it backwards. Looks good enough. No more falling through walls. Okay, our game looks much better now. We can interact with an environment, we can open doors, we can do stuff with things. Now we have huge part of gameplay here. If you want me to implement some other mechanics, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel, more tutorials coming soon, stay tuned, bye!